Hello and welcome. I'm Terry Lee, pure visionary psychic medium, and I have the distinct pleasure today of hosting Shari, Voices from the Swamp. How you
Hi,
doing,
everybody.
Shari? It's so good to be here with you. You're such an easy soul to be with, Shari. You're
Oh,
such a
thank you.
kind and loving, insightful, very talented reader, and
Thank you. Thank you.
really, really happy to have you with us
I
today.
felt very inadequate earlier when I was reading with Lori. 'Cause she's been doing it forever and ever and ever. It's
Yeah,
hard not to get intimidated, when you're with somebody that's been doing it for 20 years and you've been
she's
doing it for three,
incredible.
so, but you get over it and she seemed like she had a good time and I had a ball with her. So it
All
was
right. Well, I can't wait to when after the show, I'll go back and check that out. I was busy getting ready, so I missed it live, but
cool. Yeah,
yeah.
I've been bebopping all over the place.
Yeah, Lori is an
Yeah.
incredible reader and very
She's
talented, and
wonderful.
another dear soul who's very sweet. She really,
Yeah,
really is. Yeah. So,
absolutely.
hey, everybody out there. You all,
Yeah,
did y'all survive the Super Bowl?
I didn't
Hi,
watch, so
Shannon. Hi, Prachi. Oh, I did. I had to have, face a little disappointment because I was rooting for the Niners.
ah,
It was such a
I
good
think half
game.
the people I know are one team or the other, so I figure
Yeah.
when I get back to work, half of them will be ticked off and the other half will be celebrating.
Well, it was a
Like,
good
my team
game
wasn't
though.
involved, so I wasn't really watching it.
Yeah. It was a good game though. I like a good close game, so sometimes it
Yeah.
always doesn't go my way though.
Well, I support a team that's only made it there once, and they actually won in, the Saints,
Oh,
the
yeah.
New Orleans Saints.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
I lived in
Absolutely.
Phoenix the year that they won the Super Bowl, and I
Mhm.
just remember getting towards the end of that last quarter, and they were like neck and neck. And I
Yeah.
had my mother was on one phone with me, my son was on another phone with me, and I had both of them. And when they last minute made that score and won the game, I mean, I was screaming at the top of my lungs. They were screaming into the phone. It was wild.
Oh, it's fun,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's great fun. So,
So
now we're moving on, and we were talking earlier, I mean, life is good. It's a bluebird day out there, and I've got all the squirrels and birds out in my yard, and
yeah.
it's amazing, but it's still like when you get to February, right? You start to get that little taste for spring.
Oh, I don't know. Last couple of days, it's been like in the 70s and wet and
Well,
muggy here. And so it's been
oh,
miserable. Today, the sun is out, the sky is blue, and it's cold again. So it's like, make up your mind.
what you gonna do, right? No, I'm up here in the very cold mountains. In fact, what do we got here today? We're up to 31.
Oh, wow.
That's actually warm.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably a good day for y'all.
Yeah.
Um, we were in the 70s yesterday. I mean, I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Today, I think we're in like the 50s. It's just the wind is kind of icy. They've
Mhm.
got that cold front coming through. Because I know when I talked to Lori earlier, and she was like, "Yeah, it's hot and muggy here." I said, "It's coming. You'll probably get it tomorrow." She said, "Yeah, that's what they said." Because we'll be cold and clear again tomorrow. But I
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, that's why everybody's sick." I got my son sick in bed with a temperature gone
Oh,
under.
oh, I'm
He,
sorry to
uh,
hear that.
he woke
Wow.
up this morning saying, "I don't feel good." I put my hand to his head, and I'm like, "Holy crap, man, you're burning up."
Well,
And
we're
had
gonna
to go
send
dig
some.
up the thermometer. I got one of those that you stick in your ear and it reads your ear temp because
Uh-huh.
it's more accurate, they say.
Mm.
And yeah, 101. And it's like, okay, go back to bed. Don't breathe on me. Go in the other room.
Oh, we'll send out some healing vibes for him.
Yeah.
That's,
So thank you. I appreciate it.
of
Um,
course. And what's his name? Do you mind?
Louis,
Lewis.
Louis.
All right, we'll put Lewis on my 4 a.m. prayer list.
There, there you go. I don't get up to 5 a.m. So I get an hour more sleep than you do. And I'm usually up at midnight trying to make myself go to sleep, and I still got to get up at 5 a.m. So
Oh,
uh,
no, I wake up at 4 a.m. and can't go back to sleep. So I've learned that, that's a great time to do prayers for people, and then I fall back asleep.
Yeah,
So
oh, there you go. There you
it's
go.
it's a good
I
trick.
get up at 5 and I hit the floor running, man, getting ready for work and this and that and the other, trying to
All
get stuff
right.
taken care of, and because I have to be at work early in the morning. But
Mhm.
I'm enjoying my couple of days off we got for Mardi Gras. So
Yeah,
off
how
today and off
exciting.
tomorrow, and again,
Nice.
I need the extra time.
Well, I want to say hi to Shannon Lay and Prachi D. I've got your questions starred. We'll probably, chat a little bit here before we start
Get
doing the
going.
questions. Let people come in a little bit. Um, how'd you like my intro?
I love it. I love it. I meant to say something and I got
Thank
sidetracked.
you. Well,
Um,
I switched over. Usually I have a winter one, but I'm ready for spring, so I switched over to that. That is a beautiful place. It's very close to me. We vacation there every summer.
oh, there you go.
Those mountains are so spectacular. But the theme on that intro is rising above, and
Oh,
I
I
thought
like that.
today, this time of year, it's a good time to rise above because it seems like in January you're all stoked for the new year, and then all of a sudden, the holidays are gone. Things
Yeah.
start to get to be a little more difficult. You got to do your taxes.
Oh, that's later. I don't want to think about it.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I'm doing tomorrow for Mardi Gras is my taxes. So
So yeah, and in February has always been kind of a tough month for me, and I thought, this is a good time just to rise above all of that and remember, how blessed we are, how many blessings we have, and
oh
make
yeah,
a point of thanking the Creator for the beautiful blessings we have every day.
absolutely. I know my son wrote a little short clip of music for me to use
Oh,
with my channel. It's he's working on it again to kind of flesh it out a little bit more.
uh-huh.
I haven't been using it that much. Of course, all the holidays, I tend to stick to holiday themes.
Hmm.
I just enjoy doing it. It's the only time I can get away with it. But and then it's this beautiful kind of really almost a hauntingly
Oh, nice.
melodic, like violins and stuff playing.
Ooh,
And
I
then he
like
found a clip of like crickets and stuff that that you hear and layered it all together. It's like being in the swamp. It sounds just like that. Well, without the music. But so I know I've been talking to Arthur, and it was like, okay, you're gonna have to do something with this because I don't know what to do.
that.
And so get him to try to see if he can flesh it up a little bit for me and make
Yeah.
it so I can have an intro and an outro and
Mhm.
everything look a little more professional and give people time to get in. That's why I usually like play the video promos that I make because
Yeah,
it gives 20 25 seconds.
yeah.
And when I
Get
go
you in.
live for people for the notification to drop and people to come in,
Mhm.
and so I find that works. But
Yeah, that's great. Well, how wonderful that you have a talented son to help you out. That's great.
yeah,
Awesome.
he's very good. He's a very good musician. Not a
Yeah.
great singer, passable singer, but he's a really really good music. Well, I tell him that all the time. I'm like, no, dude, you're off.
Uh-oh.
um,
Well, moms can get away with that.
but he plays
So,
beautifully, all
um,
different kinds of instruments, and he does sound engineering. He works for one of the clubs here
oh,
in town,
wow,
so he
that's
runs the sound
great.
for the bands that come in and play, and he does recording for different people. They come over to the house, and he's got everything set up in his room on his computer, all his
Oh,
recording equipment, and so he'll record them and mix and do all that and give
well,
it
that's
back
great.
to him. So
How
and
wonderful. He's got a good job doing what he loves. That's what's important, right?
yeah, doing it all
So,
for himself. So he doesn't answer to anybody but him. And,
that's
I
good.
think that works best with him because he's been battling PTSD since he got out of the Navy, and
Oh, sorry.
so that helps. when you work for yourself like that, then, if you need to hole up in your room and not talk to anybody, you can get away with it. Um, but anyway,
Yeah.
but he's
Well,
doing good.
wonderful. Sherry, why don't you tell us a little bit about your history for maybe some of the people in the chat that haven't heard your story before? It's quite fascinating.
Well, somebody said something to me about being a hereditary psychic. And I thought, oh, I like the way that sounds. So I changed my about page to say
Yes.
that. Um, I was born with it. All the women in our family have what was called the gift, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, no two of us, I think, had the same. It was all a little different. Everybody had a little different thing that they would
Uh-huh.
do.
Yeah.
But, when I was a little girl, like 4 or 5, I would talk to God. I don't know who it was, probably one of my guides or maybe an ancestor,
Mhm.
but I think Darth Vader's voice, that's the kind of voice he had,
Oh,
that
wow.
cute male voice. And I would sit and talk to him for what seemed like hours. People would ask me, who you talking to? And I'd tell them God. And they'd be like, oh, okay. And leave me alone with it. And then when I was 9, we went from Texas to Florida to visit family.
Hmm.
And we arrived in the middle of the night. And when we walked in the house, the first thing I said was, oh, I've been here before. And everybody's like, no, you've not been here before. I'm like, yeah, I have. I proceeded to tell them where every room was, whose
Hmm.
room, what color was in each room. I described the whole house perfectly. And I remember my mother just looked at me kind of funny and said, oh, you got the gift. And that's all she said. She
Wow.
never explained it, never said anything further about it. I didn't know what it meant. When I was about 12, I discovered I could astro travel.
Wow. Okay.
I could lift out of my body and I would float on the ceiling and
Hmm.
watch myself laying on the bed. I wouldn't leave the room because I was terrified if I left the room, I'd get lost.
So,
And
did
then,
you ask anybody about what was happening to you? You didn't
no,
say.
I didn't know who to ask. I didn't want people to think I was crazy.
Oh,
Um,
sure.
so, I just kind of kept it to myself. And when I got a little older, during all that time period, we lived in a couple of haunted places where
Mm. Okay.
things just couldn't be explained away what you saw. You
Yeah.
know,
Now, was this in Louisiana? This is New
we
Orleans?
lived in
The
Florida
haunted.
at that time.
Oh, Florida.
We lived
Okay.
in Florida at that time. And but when I hit my teen years, I kind of shoved it all in the closet and
Uh-huh.
pretended like it didn't exist.
Yes.
Even
Yeah.
though things would happen, little, dribs and drabs stuff would pop out of the closet, and
Mhm.
I'd shove it back in there like, no, you don't exist. You're not real. Go away. Um, and that's pretty much how I spent my life up
Uh,
until after my husband died and I moved to Phoenix.
mhm.
And that's when all the ghost shows started up on TV,
Oh,
Ghost
yes.
Hunters and all that.
Oh,
And
yes.
I was always really into the paranormal anyway. And
Me
so
too.
I would love to watch those. And that's when internet radio first started coming out,
Oh,
early
yes.
2000s.
Mhm.
And I found a channel that was called Para X Radio. It's still on the air. And
Really?
they have they hosted all kinds of shows, from paranormal shows to psychics and readings to cryptids to this, that, you name it. There
Wow.
was a show about it. And so I would listen to that a lot. And while I was in Phoenix, um, I used to would buy my cigarettes on the reservation.
Oh. Mhm.
And one day, so I made friends with all of them, with the guys that ran the little store. And I went in one day to pick up a pack of cigarettes, and one of the guys that knew me was there, and he was like, "Oh, come see." He says, "I got a calendar for you. We got new calendars for the new year for our special customers." And I'm
Oh,
like, "Oh,
huh?
well, how much do you want?" He says, "Oh no, it's free." He said, "All the artwork in the calendar is from the local tribes.
Oh,
It's all
nice.
their artwork in there for the pictures.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, how awesome is that? And so I took a calendar, and when I got home and started looking through all the pictures, there was one picture that literally, it felt like it physically reached out and grabbed me by the throat.
Wow.
And very distinctly, I heard in my head, "We're your guides."
Oh,
I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what a guide was.
yeah.
I was clueless, but it was so strong and so insistent that this this is it. And I started kind of creaking that door open, and I'd take a peek every now and again. And then I'd shut the door. It's like I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
But the picture, my mother knew how important the picture was. She had it matted and framed.
Oh,
It's
wow.
hung on the wall. It stays. It's the first thing I see in the morning, the last thing I see at night.
Ah.
And I still, every time we've moved, it's like, where's my picture? I get upset if I can't find my picture in the process of moving. Um, but
So
I
how did
came
you
back.
make the decision to do a YouTube channel and come on YouTube?
Well, when I came back to Louisiana in 2012, take care of my mom, and then she passed in June of 2019,
Oh.
and then COVID hit,
Oh, yeah. Oof.
and we all got locked down.
Mhm.
And here I was not in a good place emotionally,
Yeah.
spiritually. I was not doing well. And I just went online, and I would watch like astrology videos,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and all of a sudden I started getting feeds to tarot readers. And I
Mhm.
was like, I didn't know this even existed. And I just kept watching. And the
Uh-huh.
more I watched, the more shows that would spring up on my feed. And
Mhm.
after a while, I finally started chatting in the chat rooms. And the minute I started chatting, people started responding with, you're psychic, right? And I'm like, no, I'm not. No, yeah, you are. One person in particular was very insistent. She says, "You're a reader. You need to get your cards and read." I'm like, I don't have cards. I don't know what you're talking about. I know nothing about this. And she was like, "Give me your address." And she mailed
Oh.
me 2 decks of cards. And I was like, "Okay, now what do I do with them?" And she says, "Watch the shows. And when people throw cards to do a
Mhm.
reading," she says, "you do your cards and see if they come up the same, or watch
Nice.
how they," and that's kind of how I learned. I just watched what everybody else was doing.
Mhm.
But it was like the minute I started doing it, that feeling of coming home
Yes.
came over me. And it was like,
Yes.
oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yes.
And that's how it felt. And so I did
Beautiful.
that for a while. And then I finally got the nerve up to start my channel. And if I'd have known how much work it took to do it, I probably wouldn't have done it.
Yes. Probably a good thing we didn't know.
Is a good thing we didn't know, because there's a lot involved in it. But I
There
love
is.
every minute of it.
Yes. Yes.
And
That's the one thing. Try to describe the joy you feel when you discover your purpose and you know you're where you're at.
yeah,
You're at the joy that comes up inside of me when I get to do readings for people. It is just amazing.
oh
It
yeah, when I
really
get
is.
that message or that email
Yeah.
out of the blue that
Yeah.
says, "You told me 3 months ago, da 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 da," and that's exactly what happened.
Yes. You get that
You know,
validation.
and you get that validation, and it's like,
Mhm.
oh, okay. Um,
Beautiful. Well, what a lovely
it
story
still
you
amazes me that I'm able to do it. Um, and as that door has swung open wide, Jean, Sun Psychic Jean,
Mhm.
she's always teasing me about learning to control my flap of when to let them in and out. I'm like, yeah, I don't have control of the flap. It's either a full-on marching band that's hitting through my head, or it's nothing.
Yeah.
So, but I'm starting a little bit to kind of like tone it down when it's too much.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
and then that started happening. That's when the mediumship started kind of coming
Good.
back through.
Yes.
And
Nice.
it's like I don't have any control over that either. It either happens or it don't.
Yeah.
And then about
Well,
2
spirit
months
moves the
ago,
way it wants to.
yeah. And then about 2 months ago, I started getting the visions. And
Wow.
again, that's another out of the blue,
Mm-hmm.
not expecting it. And I don't know. We'll wait and see what happens. That was my mother's gift. She was the one that saw visions,
Wow.
and she didn't like it because she would see people dying.
Yeah.
She saw somebody, and if they were getting ready to die, she
Mm-hmm.
would see how in a vision,
Oh.
like days before.
Mm-hmm.
She hated it. She didn't want to see it. She didn't want to know. Which I get, who wants to see that?
Mm-hmm.
And so when the visions started, I very clearly told Spirit, I said, go slow. Don't
Take it easy.
bombard me here.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Uh-huh.
still trying to figure out the mediumship stuff. Don't start throwing new things on me yet. So I found that if I ask them to slow down, they will
Mm-hmm.
slow down on
Mm-hmm.
what
You
they're
start to
hitting
get
with
a
it.
peace with all of it after a while.
Yeah, get comfortable with it.
Because things
And
happen.
yeah, I mean,
Like last night,
instantly.
I kind of was rolling over and kind of just had this little moment of awareness, and I knew that there was I saw a shadow, just a dark shadow in my room, and I was like, "Oh, there's somebody here," and I just said, a brief saying to Archangel Michael, "Protect me with your love and light, and anything that isn't of the love and light has to leave." Right,
Yeah,
and it didn't leave. So I was like, okay, nice to meet you. I'm going back to sleep. So, but I woke up this morning and went, man, you're getting pretty chill with that stuff now. I don't worry about it. I feel so at
yeah.
peace. I know we're protected, and
I'm getting
it
more
is pretty
comfortable with it
amazing.
as it happens. If it's at a time like
Yeah.
it's not an appropriate time for me to be
Yeah.
getting that, it's like, okay, wait, y'all going to
Yeah.
come back later. Okay. I'm
And
working
they
right
do.
now.
I've had that happen
And
where
they
I'm like,
will.
yeah. And it may
Yeah,
have been somebody who we're going to talk to today, but
exactly.
just, yeah, pretty
So
amazing.
it's all a learning process. I'm still learning. I'm still learning to read cards. I'm
Hmm.
still learning how to put them together. Um, I'm still learning to operate the flap for messages to come through.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
like I said, sometimes they work and sometimes they don't.
Oh, you're
Okay,
amazing,
whatever. But
Sherry. We just really appreciate your talents. We
and
really
I
do.
just take it a day at a time, and I love doing it.
Good.
I am so humbled by the fact that people I don't know will open themselves up and allow me to go into their energy to read for them,
Yes.
because
Yes.
that's a very personal space,
It's an honor to read for
and it's
someone.
it's very much an honor, and it's very humbling,
Mhm.
that someone says, here's the key, you can come on in. um and
Mhm.
so I don't ever want to lose that, that
No.
feeling of just
No, you
being
won't.
grateful that somebody trusts me enough to do that.
Yeah.
um
You have a
and
beautiful spirit, and I think, everybody out there knows. And I'm gonna say hi. Now we've had some people join us in the
yeah, we got
chat.
some folks in here.
Yeah. And, I've got some questions
All right.
start. So everybody, I've got every question we've got. Oh, just got a new one. Okay. I love everybody's asking about love. Um,
There's something.
because it's that time of year. Valentine's Day is approaching.
Valentine's Day is Wednesdays.
Yeah. So I want to say hi to Jing and Jackie Cirillo, Pooja Gupta. Hi, Pooja. Good to see you. And let's see. Let me go back. Oh, hi, Rishi. Nice to see you. Okay, well, everybody, I think it's time we get going. We've got 7 questions to
Absolutely.
start, and
Let's do it.
we're going to work on that. So, Shannon, hi, dear. Shannon saying, "Can I ask a question? How is my spirit baby doing on the other side?" Okay, Shannon, I'm going to watch the live chat. If you could give us the name of your child, it would be very helpful
Yeah.
because sometimes, as we were talking, there's There are souls here.
Yeah.
And when we're doing these mini readings, it just helps if we can call that soul forward. It just kind of speeds things up a little bit.
And is this a child that passed or one that you're waiting
Uh,
on coming?
yeah, we
Or
would like a little more information. That would be helpful.
yeah.
I'll give you a minute to answer me. I hope you're still in the chat. If you're in the chat, Jackie, please answer us and give us some more
Shari.
information. In the meantime, I'm going to pop over to another question
Okay.
and we'll come back.
Okay.
Prachi, how you doing,
Okay.
girl? I recently met a guy and I wanted to know if I should give him a chance and meet him again. Great. Okay.
That's a good one.
All right. Well, we're going to tune into the energy, Prachi, and give you an update on that. And then we'll probably go throw some cards for you. Well, Prachi, your energy is very good. It's beautiful. You're just getting a lot of pink light, that you're a loving and caring person. Okay. So I'm tuning into your guides, and they're giving me it's a beautiful golden light, which means they're going to put some revelations out for you. They want okay. So they're coming through now. They want you to know. Okay. They want you to know to keep your focus pure, to keep your energy pure. Prachi. They're saying, we are here to love you and support you, but we encourage you to quiet your mind and focus and tune into us so that we can help you focus on a path for your spiritual journey. They're giving me like kind of like flashing lights, which is a sign that you have a great deal of energy and you probably have a really busy mind, I'm guessing. So I'll go to the live and you can comment and let me know. Okay. And Jackie, yes, I see that you're here. We'll do your question next. All right. I'm going to do some
And
cards.
Shannon
Shari?
is here too. So
Oh, okay.
um
Great. All right.
okay. Started with the Two of Swords, which is telling me that you want to make sure that the relationship is balanced, that you're not
Mhm.
everything is not coming from one side or the other, that you're starting out kind of on a balanced footing. And then I pulled the Two of Wands, and there it's talking about keeping it's talking about building a rewarding relationship. Again,
Mhm.
it goes with that balance. It's the two, and you're balancing your life, his life, what preferences, all that kind of thing. That's part of the joy of a new relationship, is discovering all of that. But at
Mhm.
the same time, you want to try to keep it balanced so that one person isn't predominantly dominating another person,
Mhm.
because that can lead to a really toxic relationship. And the last card I pulled was the Sun. You can't get much better than that. And that's telling you that it's uh, a happy relationship with a bright future
Wow.
is what it says for relationships. So that's like one of the best cards in the deck, is the Sun. So I see it very positive.
Very good
Um,
card.
very good cards. I
Yeah.
would say between what I've pulled and what I'm feeling
Mhm.
is give them a second chance. Have that second date. Um,
Ooh.
and then just kind of see where it stands balance wise in that relationship. Is he
Beautiful.
respectful? Is he polite? Uh, does he ask your opinion, or does he just do things thinking you're going to follow right along? That's all
Mhm.
part of that balance, you know. But to me, the biggest thing to watch out for is he respectful to you and your feelings?
Yes. Hmm.
And is he respectful of you and your time? Because you have time you spend with other people, time with family, time for your job, whatnot. Somebody else comes into your life, yeah, you're going to make adjustments, just as they should make adjustments to spend time with them, but they have
Hmm.
to be respectful of your time with others. It's
Yes.
very important. That's
Yes.
very important to
That is very important. Well, this is going to be interesting, Sherry. I'm going to draw some cards too. Let's see if
Oh,
our
okay, cool.
cards match up. It's okay. How I read, I do a 3 card pull, and then I consult the guides to make sure I've got the correct meaning relating to this situation.
That's what I do.
Yep. I love it. All right. So, oh, first card, 8 of Wands. Ooh, look at that. I don't know if you can see with the light, but yeah, it's a beautiful card. By the way, this is the Beauty Tarot that I'm reading from. This can mean messages. It can also mean fast action. So let's see if the other cards tell the story. another another card relating to action is the Chariot, moving forward. All right. Making progress. Okay. Let's see. We got this. The Queen of Cups. I think my light is too bright. I'll turn that down just a little bit so you can see. She's beautiful. Okay. All right. Just going to spend a minute here and make sure. All right. So the information they're giving me is that yes, this also relates to Cupid's arrows. And it can also be something that moves or happens quickly. Okay. And the same thing with the Chariot, that's moving forward. And I'm getting the feeling, I'm sensing from you that you are really desiring love, but I'm also feeling like you want to be in charge. Now, this is about romance, the Queen of Cups. Cups are about romance. There she is.
Yeah.
Cups are about romance. So what they're telling me is, yes, move forward, keep the charge going forward, find interest, and enjoy the feeling of, oh, flirting, having maybe a new date, and maybe having a new relationship, but honor yourself for being the one who's in charge. The Queen of Cups is in
Yeah.
charge. She calls the shots. And I don't feel like I need to draw another card because Sherry drew the sun. So I would say yes, indeed. I think you should give him another chance, but also honor yourself, as Sherry
Hmm.
said as well. Okay, great. Nice reading to start off with. Thank you, Prachi.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Hi, Joyful Journey. Good to see you.
Hi,
And
Joyful.
there, got you are very welcome, Prachi. Very nice. Appreciate it so much. Okay, Mayor S, I've got your question. Now we're going to go back. Shannon is in the live, so we'll go back with Shannon's question. And she said angels. Okay, so
Yeah, okay. And her baby was
mhm,
passed away when she was born.
okay. Now I'm going to go
So,
back to the live. And Shannon, as we read for you, if you have any comments or any further questions, just let us know. I'll keep my eyes on that. Okay. I'm going to get my labradorite. Wow, Shannon, I'm feeling I'm tuning into your guides and asking them to guide us and speak with this beautiful, beautiful soul. I'm just feeling this really deep pink, and very warm feeling. Okay, I'm seeing the moon and the stars. I'm seeing like the universes. They're giving me that. Okay, so this dear sweet one, this little angel wants you to know that the love that you felt, the love that you surrounded this this baby with is known and felt for all eternity now. This spirit is very, very grateful, and yet at the same time wants to offer you comfort and surround you with love now, surround you with that warmth,
Mm-hmm.
and wants you to know, and that's the moon and the stars and the universes that I'm seeing, that it is absolutely an amazing place that this dear soul is in. And I want you to know that you are being watched over and cared for. And I'm hearing by many, by many. So I'm guessing you have some other relatives or people on the other side. Also, your guides. They're getting the feeling that you are a very cheerful, loving, bubbly. They're they're making me feel like you're such a bubbly, effervescent spirit, and there's nothing but gratitude and love for you. Okay, I think that's what I got.
That's beautiful. That matches so well with what I pulled.
Oh, well,
Um, I started out with the Three of Pentacles, which is just, I think what Angel is trying to say is just keep working through it. Takes time. We all grieve differently. We all grieve in our own timetable. So don't let somebody else make you feel guilty because you haven't gotten to a certain stage yet.
yeah.
You know, on them. You go through the best you can go through, and
Mhm.
you just take it one day at a time. And then I pulled the Knight of Cups, and I don't know. You can see he's got a cup full of hearts, along with his horse. And this is just telling you, this is Angel just sending her love.
Oh,
She's sending you cups. Your cup overflows with love from her
beautiful.
to you. And it ends with, I ended with star, the star. And that is just, she fills you up with love. She's reminding you every time you go outside and look at the stars, there I am. And
Oh,
I am right there with you every step of the way. She's in the stars, she's in the sun, she's in the sky, she's in the moon, in the grass and the trees and the birds and the bees, the whole bit of it. I feel like I'm gonna burst into song here in a minute. But
that's a beautiful
the
card. Yeah.
overwhelming feeling of love for you from her, that is just like,
Yeah.
wow, it's really powerful,
Mhm.
really powerful. And she just wants you to know that she knows how much you loved her.
Oh.
She felt every moment of it, and that every drop of that is being returned tenfold,
Mm.
and that she will always be there with you. And I don't know if you'll be able to have more children, or if you wind up getting a child who just needs a family to love them.
Mhm.
There are a lot of them out there that just need somebody to love them. So, keep your mind open to what may come next in the future.
Yes.
And
Beautiful, Shari. Wow, that was a very, very powerful reading and an honor to read for you, Shannon. Thank you very
absolutely,
much.
thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. We are going down to Jackie's question now. I'm kind of hopping around trying to get
That's
different
fine. I
subjects.
just have to put my glasses on to see what's on the screen. But then when I look up, nobody can see my eyes because of the glare coming off the screen. So it's like on and off, on and off.
Understood. I know light
Yeah.
is a big issue with this.
And I can't wear contacts, so I'm stuck with
Oh,
glasses. Yeah.
okay. Well, Jackie wants to know, could I have a reading, please? Any messages from my mother, Rebecca? Thank you. Okay. We'll try to tune in to Rebecca. And as usual, I'm going to head back over to the live. And if you have any comments or any validations while we're reading, Jackie, just go ahead and post them in the live and we'll watch for you. Rebecca. Hmm. Oh, interesting. Jackie, I get this beautiful, warm pink love coming in. And it's interesting, and I'll watch the live for this, but I'm feeling waves, like ocean waves, just coming in one after the other. Did she live near the ocean, or did she love the ocean? Because I'm getting ocean waves, ocean waves. Hmm. Okay. I'm bringing a soul in here. So I'll be watching the live. Jackie, if you can validate, I've got a soul here, a beautiful woman. She is. It's interesting. She doesn't feel like she doesn't appear to be very old, and sometimes they just appear the way they want to. But she doesn't appear to be maybe someone who passed of old age. She is. Oh, okay. Jackie says, no, but I had a house at the bay and love the ocean. Okay. Well, maybe that's why she's bringing that into you, because she knows you love it. It certainly was a beautiful scene. Okay. Hmm. So Jackie mentions too, she likes to go on cruises. Can you, okay, let me see if I can get like a hair color or. Hmm. Did she have dark hair? Getting a kind of a dark-haired woman, and she's dressed quite nicely. Like, okay. Oh, she was. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. 79, but gorgeous with flawless skin. Awesome.
My
Now,
great grandmother was like that at 98. She had
isn't it
peaches and
amazing?
cream complexion.
Yeah. Well, her soul certainly is shining bright. Let me tell you. Okay, so let's see what the message is here. What's your message? Okay, she's kind of like getting a little closer to me now and telling me that she's very excited. She's very excited to speak with you. She's really glad that you have reached out. She says, I want to give you a big hug. I'm giving you a big spirit hug, she says. She is telling me I have been around you quite a bit. And she says, I'm pretty sure you know it's me. I'm pretty sure you know it's me when I'm there and I give you a whisper or a thought. Or maybe you can even feel me smiling. She's telling me that it's beyond imagination. It's so beautiful. And I can do anything I think of. I can eat anything I want. I can dance to any music I want to hear. She wants me to tell you that she is watching over. I am watching over you. I'm watching over you, dear Jackie. Everything that you're involved in now, I am aware of. And she's telling me anytime that you need her or you need her to give you advice or you just want to feel her, to speak out to her, to get away from any kind of interruptions that you may have, and just watch for me because I'm right here. She's sending you this, and I'm getting this big pink wave again. Big pink waves of love. And she's saying, I am and always will be honored to be your mother. And she's saying that you've got this little a bud. She's showing me like a little tiny rosebud inside of your heart. It's a curiosity and a longing for spirit, a longing to know. And she's saying, nurture that, water it, and watch it grow. And I'll be here with you. Okay, that's what I got.
I can't believe you brought up roses. The rose oracle to read from.
Oh, I love
The
how
first card I got was the thorn. You see that beautiful rose in the middle? That's you.
Oh.
And you see the thorns around it. That's her protecting you, which is what she did as you grew up. And even now, she is still protecting you. She is still helping you with your boundaries and letting you know that you're safe. She's still got your back. And then I pulled, it says, we are nature.
Oh, beautiful.
It says, becoming grounded, embodiment, living in connection. So I really feel like this is her message for you, is to get grounded,
Yes.
To find what it was, to find what it is, define what is most important to you, and to hold that in your heart.
Yeah.
Because she is there with it. She's got your heart protected and safe. That's what the thorns were for roses, because they're so beautiful, but they're fragile. And the thorns give them protection. She's your thorns, but she's still protecting you, as most mothers do.
Oh, beautiful. Lovely. Wow.
And that's what I'm getting. So
powerful, powerful message. And Jackie is saying that is very true about spirit. So honor that. That is awesome. I really did get some beautiful chills in that message. So what a dear soul she is. And thank you. That was great to read for you. Okay. Now we are going to jump back. And wow, we're coming up on the hour, but I'm trying to get in here. I've got Rishi. Hey, can I have a reading to know who is coming to me in love? All right. Love those love readings. That's interesting. I can dial into your vibration, Rishi, but I think I'm going to jump right to the cards. So, Sherry, if you get yours first, you go right ahead. I've got to do a little shuffling here. So,
First, let me give you a little advice. Keep in mind that you may be ready, but they may not be. So it might take a little time while Spirit works on them so that they will meet the needs that you have, just as you will meet the needs that they have.
Right.
And that's why it doesn't always work in the timing we want.
And I want to say, I love to encourage people to just enjoy your life. And if you meet someone and they're interesting and you have some good times together, but it doesn't really turn out the way you thought it would or the way you wanted it to, just enjoy it for what it was. Just love and be a loving person. That's really why we're here. But we'll see what we get.
Absolutely.
All right. You got your cards, Sherry?
I do. You want me
Okay.
to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm still shuffling.
The first thing I pulled was the Nine of Pentacles, which is telling you that you can be comfortable with or without a relationship. Your life does not hinge on whether you have a relationship with someone. Yes, it's nice when you have a relationship with someone. It's even better when you have a relationship with someone who is balanced and respects you and your time as you would respect their time. But Spirit's letting you know it's not your be all end all to be in a relationship. If you need to wait a few more years, okay, that just means Spirit's working on you for something even better. And they're working on somebody else for you that's going to be even better. Sometimes our answer's not yes or no, but just chill for a little bit and it'll be okay. And then I pulled the Knight of Cups again. And that's just, there's this knight presenting you with this cup full of love.
Oh.
And that to me is it's Spirit's way of saying that when they bring someone to you, it's going to be somebody who has a full heart of love for you, just as you would have for them. And it ended with the Four of Wands, which talks about contentment, happiness, a happy home. As the old saying goes, happy wife, happy life. Keep that in mind. I actually heard my late husband tell a young guy in a new relationship one time, and the young man was having some issues. And I actually heard my husband tell him, well, look, it takes a good 10 years for them to housebreak us. Just do what she says and you'll be okay.
My goodness.
And after the gentleman left, and I asked my husband, I said, housebreak you? He said, yeah. He says, y'all housebreak us just like you do with a dog. It is, you tell us where we can go, when we can go, what we can do. And I'm like, well, I didn't realize I was doing all of that. He's like, that's okay. If I didn't want it, I wouldn't accept it. I would just do my own thing. But it just always tickled me that was his response to someone asking for advice, was give it time. She has to housebreak you first. So,
well, okay.
be prepared to be housebroken once the relationship starts, is all I'm saying. Just take that as the joke that it is.
I love it. It's funny and beautiful.
But I think this is the most important card of all that I pulled, and that was the Nine of Pentacles.
Oh, yeah.
Telling you you're happy with or without a relationship.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. As long as you're happy with yourself, you're
Yes,
centered, you're grounded, you're pleased with yourself, you're doing what you love to do, you're helping other people, you're putting out what you want to come back in.
Yeah.
A partner adds the topping to the cake. but it's not the batter and the eggs and the milk and the butter and all that goes into making the cake.
Mhm.
That's you. You've been baked. You're there. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for the frosting. I must be hungry. I've got food on the mind today.
Oh, this sounds
Um,
delicious.
you're ready for frosting, but you know it may need to cook a little longer or whatever.
All
Um,
right. Some
but
beautiful
yeah,
Cajun advice there, Shari. Beautiful.
that's it. That's well, that would have been Mississippi advice. My husband was from
Well
Mississippi, so
okay, well,
just
I'm
some
gonna
good old Southern advice.
draw I'm gonna draw 3 cards. I haven't looked at these cards yet, so let's have a look and see what we get. Oh my goodness, I shuffled that deck too, but look who's back. The Queen of Cups. You know, cups are about emotions,
Yeah,
often about relationships, and the cards right now are stepping up and saying, "Okay, Rishi, this is about romance." Let's see what the next card is. My goodness, another cups. Page of Cups. You've seen that? Lovely woman looking off, daydreaming, enjoying a glass of vino. This is about a romantic proposal or a romantic prospect. So there is some romance in your future. And the last card is the Knight of Swords. Okay. Knight of Swords is about quick action. It's about charging forward. It's about it's very an aggressive card, and so but it's also about like taking risks. Okay? So when I get done with these, I'll ask the guys specifically what they want you to know in this story. One last card. 5 of Swords. Okay. Now this goes in the other direction. This is conflict. Okay. This is disagreements. It can also be betrayals and loss. Now, let me ask them what they're telling us here. Obviously, what's on your heart and soul is that you're looking for some romance. I'm hearing there is romance in your future. The Page of Cups is saying that you might get a romantic proposal. And that might not be definitely marriage. It may be, hey, would you like to start seeing each other? Right? That kind of a proposal, too. The Knight of Swords. Now, I think these 2 cards here, and I'm going to watch the live. So you tell me if this validates with you. But there's been some real pain and hurt and loss in your relationships in the past. I'm actually just getting a chill on this one. One specific relationship that you had that really tore you up inside. Okay. But what they're wanting to say is take your time. This is quick action. This can be a card, at least for me personally, I always think of it, as if you're taking a chance, take your time. If
yeah,
you're going to take a chance, take your time. Okay. Okay. All right, Rishi. Well, bless your heart. I don't know. I think everybody, I don't know. I saw that in my life too. And it's a
yeah.
tough
We've
thing
all
to
been
get
cheated
over.
on at one time or another.
Yeah. It's a tough thing to get over. But they're telling you that yes, it's going to happen. And yes, it's going to appear in your life. Now, I'll give my motherly advice. As I did before, enjoy your life, enjoy love, relax, and know that you have guides and angels watching over you. Talk to them, get the vibration from them. Take a deep breath, do some meditation, slow down on it, and just enjoy it. And then here's a nice little tidbit from the past. When someone hurts you, breaks your heart, try to think of the good things that they contributed to your life. There were some. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been with them. Maybe you just love that person's laugh, their sense of humor. Maybe they encouraged you to enjoy some art that you had never seen before, listen to some music you never heard before. Every relationship we have, it's all about energy. It's all about energy. So when you do that, it makes it easier to forgive them and just say, okay, you hurt me bad, but I learned some lessons from it. And I learned some things about myself. And I learned how to forgive you and love you for all the good gifts that you gave me in my life. And there it is.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Rishi.
I
We
hope that
really
helped,
appreciate
Rishi.
that. Oh, and she what? Oh, okay. Briefly, because we're coming up on the hour here, Rishi. Black magic spell. Curses,
No,
spells.
that's gone. That's
That's
gone. That's
that's
gone.
nothing. That's, people, the power of something like that is when someone makes you believe they actually had the power to do it, and they don't.
Yeah.
You are a powerful soul, and nothing can hurt you unless you allow it to.
Take
So
a handful of cinnamon, just like a teaspoonful. Put it in your hand. Go to your front door. Open your front door. Turn around and face the inside of your house while you're standing outside. Blow that cinnamon in through the door. And when you do that, you simply say, only goodness and light can pass the thresholds of this space.
beautiful.
Only goodness and light can enter into my life.
Yep.
Now, that's an old native ritual. It's a Wiccan ritual. That's how I learned about it from a couple of friends that are Wiccan.
Hmm.
And it works. And if any of y'all know Marina from Heart Centered Tarot,
Hmm.
she heard somebody do a show a week or two ago about it and thought, oh, that's interesting. I'll give that a try. And she did it. And 2 days later, things started popping for her in a way that she wasn't expecting.
Hmm.
That was just blessing on top of blessing. You'd have to go to her channel to hear her story, but I was just glad I was there to kind of, you
Yeah.
know, hear on it and know, okay, it works. Somebody else I know that says that works. I personally, every full moon, I walk around our apartment building where we're at. I can't do it inside because my brother's allergic to incense, but I go outside with white sage incense and I go up and down each window for all the outdoor windows around the apartment and the door and just simply say all negative, bad energy is banished and only good and positive can come in
There you go.
to my family's home.
Yes.
And so far it's worked. We've been here for 3 years, I'll go on 3 years now. And yeah,
Beautiful. Well, remember, you're a very powerful soul. Nothing can hurt you. And we're all energy and we're all vibration. So those are beautiful things you can do. Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate that. You
that's
can
an
also
old
use.
Cajun thing with
Oh yeah.
with the smoke. So
Hmm. Beautiful. All right. You can also sage helps.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Well, I wish we had more time to comment on it, but we're going to take one more question.
okay.
And I'm going to pick a question that's not about love so that we mix it up just a little bit.
Okay, doke.
But here is what I want to tell you. Hang in there, everybody, because I'm going to tell you about a show that I'm going to be on tomorrow with two other psychic mediums. And it's going to be all about love, nothing about love,
The
love
psychic
question.
triad.
That psychic triad. Yeah. So hang on and I'll give you that information. But right now, Pooja, I wanted to know that I am planning to accept the internship at my sister's place just to move my city for my spiritual path. Is it a good plan? All right, Pooja, we'd be happy to read on that. Okay, Pooja.
Well, while we were finishing up our reading with Rishi, and I started shuffling and pulling, and I just told Spirit, you know what the next question is going to be. So you just pull whatever cards need to be pulled.
Oh, cool.
And so we started with justice, which is telling you that you're going to have a fair financial outcropping from this. This is something that's going to truly help you which way do I go here? There we go. This is going to truly help you get through the internship to move you on into whatever area it is you want to do for a job. And then I pulled the Queen of Cups. And again, it's cup overfloweth with love, but it's also talking about women helping women
Mm-hmm.
to help their talent. This is
Oh, yeah. Oh,
your
nice.
sister's place intern at. I just knocked my tablet on the floor.
Oh.
Do it all the time. It's amazing. It's still in one piece, but but this is that divine feminine power, female power that's going to help you step forward
Oh, that's
in your
exciting.
career, in your financial life, in everything that you're wanting to do as you step into this internship. And when what you're doing on the outside is becoming fulfilling and helping you move forward, then it makes what happens inside in your spiritual life that much easier.
Oh,
And
yeah.
when things on the outside get tough, it's your inside that you're going to rely on to pull you through it. So, but just know you've got that divine feminine power that's coming through
Oh,
because it ended with the world.
wow.
And you can't
Okay.
get any better than that.
Wow.
All right. Um, so we need you need yeah, this is this is good. This is good.
Awesome. Through that whole reading, Shari, I was getting chills. So I haven't drawn my cards yet, and we'll see if this matches up. But I definitely got chills. You know, that's a sign that Spirit gives us as readers when we get chills like that, and we don't get them all the time. But it's saying this is this is the correct message. Okay,
Yeah.
it's Spirit coming through. Okay, so the first card is the Five of Swords. All right, that can be conflict and disagreements. Okay. And we're going to ask the Spirit what they think about it at the end of my drawings. King of Wands. Ooh. This is a bold leader, a visionary. This is a very exciting card when you're talking about a big adventure, a big move, right? Yeah. And the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I'm liking these cards. I'm liking these cards. As you know, Pentacles are about money and efforts. Okay, so let me admit it. I believe, and I'm asking them right now, that what this card is about and what they're telling me about is that you've had some losses and some betrayals, perhaps, in your adventures, trying to find out your true direction. Okay, and so what I'm feeling is you can put that behind you because you, my dear, are a born leader and a visionary.
Yeah.
So when I get this card for people, I say, be sure and let your imagination flow. Let your confidence be your guide, because this is a great card telling you how talented you truly are. And then the last card, the Queen of Pentacles. Now, interestingly enough, this is about, being practical and grounded, but it's also about good business sense. Good business sense. And I don't know what Spirit is telling me this is this is your sister. She's wanting to guide you and be motherly and support you in your efforts. And you've got a wonderful future ahead of you. So enjoy and appreciate the guidance and the love that you have. And yeah, move forward. You're going to be very successful. I loved it.
Very good.
Yeah. Yeah. Great story the cards told. Okay. Well, Shari, why don't you tell us what you've got coming up?
I've got my political show tonight, Draining the Swamp. That's at 7:30 Central. Tomorrow I'm taking the day off. And I'm gonna hide out at my house and try not to get called out and have to deal with Mardi Gras traffic. And then Wednesday is Sisters of the Mystical Tarot.
Oh, yes.
Um,
Very good show.
Friday is Polyterology with the Cool Crone on her channel.
Nice.
And then just other things going from there.
You're a busy girl.
Busy. Yeah.
All right. Good for you. Well, not too busy to take a reading, though, right? Because if you want to schedule a reading with Shari, send an email to sherry.hinkle@gmail.com. Put reading in the subject.
Put reading in the subject line so that it doesn't get ditched or doesn't go into the spam folder and I miss it. So I'm working on getting a landing page that has a scheduling thing to it so that people can just go to the page and schedule it that way.
Beautiful.
And, hopefully that'll make it easier and I won't miss anything. So
all right. Well, that's great, Shari. Thank you. And as I said, tomorrow, our special Psychic Triad Valentine's show. The readings are going to be all about love, relationships, and also if you have someone on the other side that you love and you need to hear a message from, we'll be reading those questions too. So I'm just getting chills again. It's going to be a really, really great show. So be sure to catch that. Now that is at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. And then I'll be back on February 20th doing my solo reads. I usually do it on Wednesdays, but I have to push it early to a Tuesday. So please come and join me then. I love doing live readings for people, and that's just me by myself. And
she's awesome.
Oh, thank you, Shari. Thank you so much. And you can book a full hour reading with me too. I'm at purevisionarypsychic.com and just hop on board there. And it's a full website with a lot of information and a place for you to schedule a reading. So there we go. Ah, Shari.
All right.
I have loved this show. You are such a joy and a treat to read with.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, you're very good. And I just love the synchronicities and the cards and the messages. They were just they were right on, right on. So I'm going to go back out into the live, everybody, and just thank you all for coming by and being a part of the energy that supports us, because we can't do it without your beautiful love energy holding us up. And it's very true. Very, very true. So come and look us up again. And I'm sure we'll be doing another show again soon. And hang with us. We really enjoyed having everyone in the chat. So I'm going to end this show the way the guides told me to end every single show on YouTube. They want you to know you are loved beyond measure. There's no way to measure it. It's a powerful, eternal, endless love, and you're surrounded by it. So have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for joining us. Blessings, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks again, Shari.
You're welcome.